Okay, man, we should be going live, man. You guys ready to rock? I know I'm ready to rock. So let's get this theme music going on. We can go ahead and start rocking. Let's rock! Alright, so I'm ready to do some mixing and mastering and stuff, and I finished installing all the. I came out. What? Don't look at me like that. Let me get ready to install all the. I already getting ready to install. I'm getting ready to work with it. Let's take a look at it real quick. I'm gonna mute that, but I guess we kind of need it, don't we? All right, when you're ready to rock, you just go ahead and pull this up right quick, and it's real easy. You know, you can edit the kit. Boom. You know. Come on. Now I found this out today. Look, each one of them has 5 toms because I think these are all synthesized. Pardon me. Now the model, right here, boom. You have I've got all these now, all 13 kits. The Studio, the Jazzy Silver, Brick Custom, Metal, Rock Custom, Grungy, Gentleman, Black Oyster, Babinga, Plexi, Extreme, and Reference. They're all very nice, very, very good sounding, kits, and they all are very good, like plug and play. You just drop them, they're ready to go type ones. It's great for when you're sketching. I wouldn't use this for my music going out. I'll be using another program like BFD or whatever I end up landing on. So that works its way through whatever it has to do. But yeah, let's take a look underneath the hood a little bit. You can customize here. And as you can see, you can change a different snare. Try the different zones. Those very fast. Ooh, I kind of like that. But yeah, you can do that. Let's see. There's a way you can. Oh, edit elements. Watch this. This is where it gets good. You ready? Boom. Oh, what? Clear head, coated head. I told you. I told you it could. Clear head, coated head. Sharp, bevel, or a point on the edge of the rim of the right there. Okay? So just leave that alone. Clear. You can change that to. Oh, you can't change that at all. It should be like where it has clear or it has no head. That would be pretty cool. Because that's the way people do it often. And then you can adjust the strainer on the bottom of the snare. Are you kidding? So check this out. You can adjust the tuning. So let's go ahead and play this back a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and minimize the screen so we don't get a lot of laggy stuff going on. Make sure it's actually streaming with the audio because I often mess that up. Yep, I was going to mess it up and be talking all the time. See, I was going to... No, it's not. See, and I just did it again because I hit the space bar instead of coming over here in the space bar. There we go. Now, hopefully you're here now. I just made a big stupid loop for no reason. I learned from you, alright? I learned it by watching you. Okay, so now check this out. The depth is a 5. You want to shallow it up. Diameter. What? 12 inch by 6.5. You just want to tune it down. I think this is going to work with the mix a lot better. So yeah, that's. I mean, I think that's pretty dope. Especially like I said, if I'm just sketching around, just scratching out stuff or whatever. Um, that works for just for hashing it out. But as far as going out on the album, it'll give us a good it'll give a good direction. Me and Mike, or if I'm just doing stuff by myself, or whatever. So, but yeah, I mean, you can change the entire kit. You can change the setting like that. You can change the play style. Check this out. You can move this, left and right hits to different areas. Left, right. You can move it to different. Like if you mainly hit over here, and then your left, your right mainly hits off center. If you use teardrop wood, if you use a no tip, if you use nylon, it's got all those. It's got coated heads. It's got. I mean, it's dope. And this one actually, right, it gets a lot of more ring. It really does respond very well. I've wanted this for like a long time. The Moto drums, because it seems to be a synthesis rather than actual. I don't think those are actual samples. If they are, they've got some kind of synthesis engine that will allow you to customize it like you can, which is really fucking dope. I mean, it's just so good. And then edit the kit. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring this in because that should have the drum also. Mapping, make me clean. Yeah, so let's see if this will actually work, because there should be a. There it is. I'm not liking those toms as much though. Let's see about the room. Okay, that's just the sounds. Let's see if we can go customize. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, they'll cut the mix nicely. Let's see about it. So I can get higher than professional mastering level numbers before I even hit the mastering stage. So if I get like to, I mean, that's like, well, it was like 10, I think it was. So if I were to hit 14, that would give me lots of headroom to go ahead and bring it up even more. Because when you start getting that kind of volume and stuff, it's the lofts that really, I mean, it's like how full is 20 decibels. You know what I mean? How full is 25 decibels? I mean, you can turn the knob, but if that 100% is not full of volume, then it's going to be very, very quiet. That's why some shows are quiet, some shows are loud. Commercials are always really, really loud because they bought the top headroom. Our music industry sold us the fuck out, guys. That's why they're recommending for -14 and whatever. So there's plenty of headroom for their goddamn commercials. That's all it is. We'd have louder, better, cleaner music if they weren't. One, make sure that you can hear the commercials from the bathroom when you leave the room, whether it's TV show or whatever, because those have music in them. Yet they don't blow your speakers ever. How would they know that? What if I crank it all the way? Well, don't worry. You'd have to be at 100% fullness at 0 to blow your speakers. And we're only at about 80% at, not even at full volume. So we're not even hitting full 0, It has to be 0 and full volume to snap those speakers. We're not getting anywhere near that. No, go ahead and turn your music up, because that's not good. It's just going to compensate for the music. That's going to be your listening volume, and then the fucking commercials are going to come in! I hate fucking commercials, man. God damn it. It's just ridiculous, dude. I get you got to make money, but why? Why at the expense of something else? There's no... Moving on. Looks like they agree with me. Making some room for the bass. I do a bit more extreme, but that's alright, because I got, that's it. Yeah. How do you determine which tape? I usually do what I just did. I try to either, I'll hear a cohesion between the bass. You know what I mean? The bass will take on a different character, and it'll seem to like just lock in. And again, it's your personal taste. You may have liked the first one better than I like, than the third one. I like the third one better because it's got a thump and it's got a good kind of a good bit of a click to it. Not too much of either one. I definitely like the bias being on there. I didn't like number 3 with the bias normal when I turned the bias up and the low boost on. I did like that, but I could always try it without that. Let's see. I'm glad I did that. I seem to call it the snare too. I don't want to call it the snare. I don't want the snare to drop out there. So I'm glad I did that. You can't just pretend. It's an easy end. I've got no self to give, and I can't put words on this. To my credit, I can say with it that my little ignorance is bliss. I'm unfeigned. Yeah, I'm all Dear Lord, that's just so easy to do, man. Again, for sketching, sure, I get that. For like actually whatever, I would probably want to. Fuck, I don't know. I might let that shit just go out like that. Shit, that sounds good. I can still change those toms and stuff if I don't like the like. If I don't like this, you want to trip? Huh? Huh? You want to see what you do with your money? Huh? What we're doing today? Talking like Kevin Hart, huh? That's what I mean, yo. Hey, edit. No, yeah, okay, edit kit. Good, we got that, but no, I need edit elements. Still learning my way. It's like what date? Oh, Tom group editing. So whatever effects I do to this one, it will change to all the rest. What a smart freaking fucking idea! Decide to change the toms and then like it adjusts it to all the toms. What a good idea! I can actually applaud that. That's fucking great. So if I change the tuning on this, I can tune the entire toms exactly the same amount as the other fucking toms, and I keep running back and forth between the two fucking pages. Well done. And you got rounded. Why doesn't it have rounded? The other one didn't have rounded. Really good forward with some toms. That's a good sound. This is a flash, agreed. Okay, here we go. 22. You don't say. You don't say. What a smart idea, being able to change between the clear head and the coated. I mean, this is a reason why you need to be like on a higher operating system than Windows XP, because this just does like some extra stuff, and so you can't be on X. That's in the past. You want to be here now, or you can cling to the past, but you need to like make sure the past clings to you. The past. Can you tell by the song? Alright, so I'm going to be putting in, not now, I'll see if I got it installed right now, ARC. ARC. ARC 3, there it is. Doesn't need it. Okay, no correction available. Okay. So I got to run it by itself, and then I'll have to run through the speakers. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I mean? I'll do like the 3, however many they say, they'll tell you where to put them, like where to listen right here, where between your speakers. Right here behind, and like a left and a right, that's like the minimum measurement. So I'll do that, and I'll save that as a correction room, and then I'll do like the 7 and see if that's even more. You know what I mean? As many as they'll allow me to do, and I'll save each stage, and so that way we can see if it actually does help to do all the extra measurements, and also this. But that's gonna be another day, because it's been an hour. Has it been an hour? No, it's been 25 minutes, dude. How high are you? I don't know. You took a shit. I know, but what the fuck? Okay, so, sorry. We get into arguments sometimes. So, he has no manners. You know that? He has no manners. They're so fucking rude. Sorry I had to hear all that. It's domestic spat. I should keep that private, but, how it goes. No battle axe, it's just hound down. So what I would do normally if I had BFD up and running is I would get this right here, because the bass and drums need to go together well. If I've got a sound I agree with, now I need to make a bass and have a kit, because this, again, it's called the bass. B-A-S-S, but it's also B-A-S-E. And so is the bass drum. It's the very fundamentals. And then you have the snare to kind of let you know what the pace of it is, because it can be see, this is an accented. It's all layers of layers and layers. If you know that, then fuck me, I don't care. I'm an asshole. I'm talking to the guy. Yeah, I'm a fiend. I'm agreeing. The worst kind of friend. That doesn't mean it doesn't need an end. really like that snare. I don't want to change that, but I kind of don't like the kick a little bit. What's this gonna sound like? Studio. This the kit it came with. That kind of sounds good though. I like the hydraulic sound, like the gentleman sound, the metal ones. Yeah, are you familiar with the hydraulic heads? So if you're not, again, my best friend growing up was a drummer in the band, and so we traded stuff. You know, what I knew about guitar for what he knew about drums. You know, but the mylar heads on drums, you can get like the coated, you can get the clear, and then there's the hydraulic. And the hydraulic have like a thin layer of oil between these two, at least two plies of and they've got like a little bit of a sheen to it, and it's just got a bit of a wet sound. I'm trying to see if I can find, not quite like that. Let me see if I can find like a gentleman probably have it. No, probably this one that we're gonna need if we do anything now. We'll go through the best sound. Oh, metal should have it. Kind of. But I do like those toms. Let's go ahead and switch those out. Why they go up? It should be going doom, 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 doom. Why are you going up? See? Boom, 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 boom. It should be a boom, 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 boom. Let's go ahead and edit that then. Let's edit the element and see what we can do. We don't want to do group tom. We don't want to change all of them. We just want to change one. So let's see what you do. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, man. It's kind of like, whatchamacallit, you guys are sick. I hope you never change. Lee. You think a guy like Lee? A guy like Lee? Like there's other guys like Lee. There's only one Lee. Come on. He's obviously not a fan of Lee, man. God damn it. What the hell's going on? Can I swap those two? Why are you going up? Let's see if we can... If I've been editing the wrong one, I'd be very pissed. Okay, no. Just the depth, maybe, and the diameter. See if that takes it down. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? You'd love the chance. It goes up to. That's closer. Aha, I found the problem. Tuning. Boom. Boom. Well, you would. It's just an axe, dude. When are you going to learn your way around this program? That's better. Yeah, let's try that. I don't want to do too much because I got it's 2 a.m. and I do want to do the arc acoustic room correction, and I'll probably do that tomorrow in the daytime. And anybody want to tune in, leave a message, and I'll actually like video me whoop 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 all that shit. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'll just when I get done, I'll upload I'll do a video like I'm doing now with the arc room correction on there, and so I can give a good listen to like maybe in the afternoon sometime, and like I said, turn it on and off and show what it does versus like what the once I have like the mix set, turn it on and be like, see why it sounds like shit. The room wasn't corrected. Now I got the bass trap and stuff. I mean, it corrects for those things. So that's cool. Very happy with it. I haven't tried Tonex too much, but that's just insane. I never need another amp ever, 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 ever. I got Amplitude 5 Max. This is just grotesque. It's perverse. You shouldn't have this much stuff in your shit. You just shouldn't. You shouldn't have this much shit. You just shouldn't. Look at it. If it's a pedal, I own it. Look at this shit. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. This is insane. Amps? Oh yeah. What kind did you need? Clean? Oh, this Canon large? Alright, let's go ahead and show you what we got going on. Show you what you're working with. Alright, so. This is ridiculous. I'm not even halfway through the fucking amps, man. This is all Fender stuff, like 57 Fenders. These are very, very sought after. Oh my god, this is just insane. So many Marshalls. Different people's Marshalls. The Zebra. High gain. Look at this. Dimebag Darrells. Like, what? It's just, man. Jet City. Oh, come on. This is insane. This isn't real. Look at this. Look at all this bass. And then that's like one. Okay? Now I have Pod Farm Platinum. And this mother trucker's got a god dang list of amplifiers to make you choke. It does a lot of goddamn amplifiers, boy. What are you trying to do? Well, they don't go in that hole. Look at that. And the thing is, I can mix and match like between the two. So, like if I want the speakers from one and the head, the amps from another. I haven't even got to the bass amps. There, now we're at the bass amps. I just had to speak too soon, didn't I? We haven't even got to the bass amps. Here they are. We've gotten the bass amps. So they're going through the fucking bass amps. This is ridiculous. Okay, now we're in EQs and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. Until the end of the month, you got 7 days. 7. 7. Huh? 7. Thumb's missing. I mean, it's not missing. It's actually technically over here. See that? Oh, the backwards. Okay. It's supposed to work, but it didn't. Gotta talk to management. Alright, so, yeah, man. I might go live with some stuff because I got some things to say about other things, but that's all I had to say about that. And, yeah. Dude, I'm excited as hell. Let's go take a quick look at it before I bail out. Let's see. Okay. You don't worry about what happens when I drop an eye. Dude. Nosy. God. Safe of the planet. What we're messing with just there is called Total Studio Max. Take your studios in the max. Real studios, real experience, unreal value. It is unreal. It is really unreal. $129.99. It's like $130, right? $130. If you have jam points, I had $39 worth of, well, I had $46. I could use $39 on this purchase because you can use up to a third. Cost me 90 fucking dollars. Moto Bass 2. Moto Drums 1. But Moto Bass is, I haven't got a chance to mess with it, but if you can see there, you just run your MIDI through it and it's got like jazz bass. It's got whatever. There's the Philharmonic Symphony and shit. I mean, it's got cellos. It's got everything. I'm talking everything. It's got everything. It's got everything. Mixing, mastering. I am ready to completely like just shut off the internet and just stay here. And this time with this studio, this hybrid setup I've got, I don't need to go no goddamn where. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, you're on. Oh, that was coming through. I could have looked over there, couldn't I? Sorry about that. Not all the way, though. It's a good sound. Oh, that's Boxwell Death. Anyways. Back out of box. I wonder why I like that song. I forgot about that chord here. Yeah, I'll do that also while we're doing this. So instead of going 7-string, you can always go 6-string and just play the chord where you're leaving out the root, so the bass has something to do. It's actually this chord. You how clear it comes through, because it's not even hitting that note. Plenty of room for it. It's just you're taking the extra notes. It's putting the root of the chord. I was playing in a band with our old bass player from 6 Feet Under. We got together and started jamming and stuff. We did like a bunch of songs. Apparently I was getting pretty fucked up because he had a song. I came over, he's like, "Did you do this?" Like in like really stern voice. What? He's like, "There's something on my keyboard. Did you do this?" And I'm like, I don't. And it's like this weird fucking song. It's like this. He's like, "I'm thinking it's you." It's like yeah. Like something like that. It was something similar to that, but it had that. And he said I used the modulation wheel. I guess when I was over there the last time, we were jamming. We both didn't even. We recorded it, and maybe he left the room or something. Dun, 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 dun. And did the modulation of the pitch wheel, so do it, and I was like, I remember that, but I don't remember recording it. How high was I? I don't know. You took the shit, dude. You're doing this to us. I'm in here too. Alright, I'm just a little baby boy. I'm just a baby. If you're thinking about mixing and mastering, like the first ones, I had T-Racks, and I didn't have a way to do the sound looping, so I used T-Racks for the first mixing and mastering just to show some things you can do. I might pull it up now that I've got it. I should do that, shouldn't I? I should mix that song. Tomorrow I'll mix that song out. And then in a totally separate session, not even inside Studio One. I'll do a separate, like in a standalone T-Racks unit, and then master. I've got Larson's mastering console. Fuck, is it still open? No, it's not, but I was gonna go check it out. Crap-a-tastic. Please tell me I've had the screen up where I'm just sitting. What? Who? Yeah, okay, good. Wait, where'd you go? Okay, good. I was gonna be, man, this is the dumbest video, and it still is, but I mean, it's just the dumbest thing that's ever happened to the world. I would feel ashamed, but I have no shame. Do you know who you're talking to? Come on, man. Seriously. Took my good going out teeth out on camera. You think I got shame? No. 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 Goddamn. What? One, two. Why is it that, like, when you get stressed, hang on, you guys see this. Why is it that when you, why is it not? It's on the front. Okay. For some reason it's not coming through. There we go. Why do words have an extra H when you get mad? Why would you do that? Huh? What are you trying to say? Why does it have an extra H on the end? What? Don't do that! I was showering when I thought of that. Like, what are you doing? Where's that H come from? Is this because you're upset? What? I mean, in the hectic life, you just throw an extra H's on the end? Why would you do that, though? Oh, Studio Upright is. I gotta play with that bit. No. I got a Jazz Fusion fretless jazz. Oh, fretless bass. Oh, aluminum studio bass, Ricken bass. Oh, I know what you are. Modern J bass. Oh, baby, yeah. Look at these. Look at this. Look at that. You look at it. Oh my God, I have no fucking clue. Dude, I would seriously kill for an emulation of the Boss DR5 that can load old files. I would freak the fuck out because music from way back, like in like early 2000s, like way back, way early Zygote. I would have like all of them backed up because that's when I started bulk dumping. So I could just bring in here, and if I could export MIDI from that, oh, my first album I ever did. Oh, was She's a Disease, and because I was dating a girl who was a cancer. It wasn't an insult. It was just, she's a cancer. And I thought I put up in the song, She's a Disease. Twice as mad, potential energy. Look at this. It's H's everywhere! Look at this! What the fuck, man? What are you doing to me? I love Tonex. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Mixing and mastering, got some reverbs like crazy, dude. Look at this. It's the actual one from Sunset Sound. It's so dope. Okay, that's the one. Okay, that's the one. The T-Rex, the stone. I saw the stone room. I thought that was the stone room up there. I was gonna be like, what? There's other rooms, but this is just the stone room. This is really good. I almost always throw on one of these, like Muscle Shoals or Sunset Sound or T-Rex on the mix for the I run everything through the sub mix, and this just gives like even just a little bit gives like a light dusting of an actual room that's been IR'd, and it covers over like all the drum stuff. It's pretty cool. And then if I want to make everything sound together, I can record like again. It's got a drum setting, whatever, blah 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 blah, blah adjusted levels, mono, Ciccarelli vocals. That thing is Ciccarelli is what it is. It's like a triple compressor for vocals. It's got, man, it's just sick. See, there you go. See what I'm talking about. The places number one, number two, you put them all around you, and then it makes a fucking room correction because it knows a signal, whoop, 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 and what it should sound like. So it's hitting the microphone, those different areas, and it knows what it should sound like in those different areas because they've done it in a right room, They took the measurements in the correct room, and I guess they used like a flat, very, very flat microphone. That way you can bring your microphone, and if they have you can probably, I know you can bring your own microphone, but you can do a drop down, and they'll probably have like different microphones, or hopefully, because an ADC EM100 name brand, it should be, and it's fairly cheap, so I would imagine they'd have a curve for it, to correct for it, and the Behringer probably too. But yeah, you set the microphones up like whatever that one is, and you put it on a stand, and you like sit it right here next to your ear, and then you put it over here next to your ear, put it right here in the center, and then you move out of the way, so it's like sitting right where you'd be sitting between the speakers. Whoop, 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 whoop. It knows how long it took to get there. It makes a correction, even in delay, for making your mix dope. See? Set up how your speakers are, and I got my speakers over there and there. So I just sit back here where I normally sit the microphone. Where my ears would be. I probably would do actual measurement. I'd probably get a tape, like I did when I set them up. I would get a tape measure, so that because actually it should be in order to be dead center, I should be more about right about here to be in the center of them, so I can just listen. I usually don't have this out, but I've been doing a lot of videoing here recently. I've had a lot of extra time on my hands because I want to be mixing and recording. Can't exactly. Well, couldn't exactly. Can now. You just can't hold a good man down unless you have a whip. Or your name is Lily. There's a little exception to every rule. What in the shit? What are you doing to my cables? Why? What is this? I don't care. I don't care anymore. And that's bad. That's not good. It's good, but it's not. It's good for me. Larson Mixing Council. This is what I was talking about. I want to learn more. Learn me, son. A sound philosophy. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.